Hello everybody, Raven Knight here, coming at you with another how to build video. This is a series where we go through all of my made characters and I teach you guys how to build them. From their armor, to their weapons, to their executions, to their emotes, everything you need to know so that you can make these heroes yourselves on the battlefield. And for the past few weeks, I have gotten message upon message upon message to do a how to build video on Reina, the Queen of Tartarus. I did a whole legend on her, and I'm happy to say that today we are finally going to take a look at how to build Reina. So we're going to go ahead and walk through that. What do you guys think of her? Do you like her look? It looks pretty awesome, right? I do enjoy her. I think she's a really cool looking character. Wish I played Conqueror more so that I could enjoy her more. But anyway, that aside, let's go ahead and get right into it. So for starters, we're going to take a look at her armor set. You're going to want the Bandit Lord helm, the Medion chest, and the Porrette arms. I know that that's a little bit of a mix mash, but that's what you want. The Bandit Lord helm, I feel like that flat top helm looks pretty good. And I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the visor, the eye visor thing. I just think that looks very ominous. Looks something like right out of Dark Souls, which I really like that look. So I thought the Bandit Lord helm would look pretty ominous. The Medion chest, just a pretty classic chest. I think I like the straps that go over it. And then the Porrette arms. I know that people are all saying, oh, we don't want the edgy Spike Lord Knights. I don't know. Spikes kind of do it for this set, because the whole concept is that Reina is this character, like she was a princess. She was like this young up-and-coming noble to be. But then thanks to being sold out to Horkos and being treated like a plaything, she stumbles upon Tartarus, which is supposedly a cursed city, and is possessed by a darker power, which kind of brings out that darker element within her. And the question, people keep asking me, is she possessed by a demon? And I don't want to answer that question, because I think that's kind of up to you to decide. On the one hand, maybe she was possessed by a demoness or something like that, and is now the new Queen of Tartarus, because that demon that she's possessed by is the queen. Or maybe she was just always a little dark inside and this just brought it out. Or maybe the treatment she underwent through Horkos brought it out and within her. There's a lot of ways you can interpret it, and I kind of want to let you guys draw that conclusion yourself. There are some things you don't always want to explain. So, like I said, to go back, Bandit Lord, Medion, Porrette. Okay, now for the weapon. You want the Savaric head. I like this one because it's large, round, and it looks like it could do a lot of damage. Plus, it looks a little bit like the head of the mace used by the Witch King. So, like, obviously it looks pretty cool. You want the Cacotheus handle. I like this one because it has a very gothic look to it with that monk on the very end. So I think that looks very, very cool. And then the Ecliptic Damnation Shield. I think the Ecliptic Damnation Shield is honestly the best you're going to want to get, because it shows this duality. You see this demon at the top hanging over an angel at the bottom, and the angel looks like she's trying to hold back the demon. And I thought that worked super well for the story that Reina is. You know, this peaceful, innocent girl who was forced to embrace the darkness to survive. I think that that Ecliptic Damnation Shield works beautifully for her. And plus, I think that it's a nice size. Now, one thing that I get asked is, why do I play a female Conqueror, not a male Conqueror? And there is a reason. I'll show you now. When going to traits, you want alternate 2 so that it can be a female. But when you look at the male, I don't know. The shield just looks small compared to his bulky body. There's nothing wrong with his body necessarily, but I just feel like the larger shield just looks a lot better, at least to me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I just like the idea that the shield covers more. But anyway, that's beside the point. Okay, so for skin color, you want the basic, but I mean, it's not going to matter. You're not going to be able to see the skin color anyway. So yes, let's move on from that. For the ornament, you want the Golden Legend ornament. I think this is one you can purchase for steel. It looks like a dragon, and I thought that having a dragon ornament would look good on her. Not a lot else to it, but if you don't want that one, another good one would be the Crown of Thorns or the King of Death. Either one would work very well. All right, now let's look at the paint patterns. For the chest, you want the Furious Howl 2, which you get from the Reigning Inferno mask outfit. And for the symbol, you want the Primal Anger 4, which you get from the same. I like this because of not only the style, but also because it gives off, again, this demon vibe, which we definitely want. No embossing. Left shoulder. You want the Pentagon paint pattern, which you get at level 13. Pretty easy to get. And the symbol, Primal Anger 5. Again, we're going with that demon aspect. Okay, so definitely we want to go with that. For the right shoulder, no paint pattern, no symbol. We want the Paisley 2 embossing, which you get at Reputation 18, level 20. Honestly, you gotta love it. Another good option would be Death, which you get at Reputation 13, level 20. Or you could go with Skull 2, which you get at Reputation 24, level 20. So all those would be good options. For standards, You want the Furious Howl 1, which you get from the Raining Inferno mask outfit again. And for your symbol, you want Primal Anger 1, which looks like a Cornate Demon, and you get that from the same outfit. So what I'm getting at is you're going to want the Raining Inferno mask outfit. For left arm, you want the Apotropaic spell 2. I know I butchered that, bear with me. And you get that from scavenging the battlefield during the Monsters of the Otherworld event week 3. Now, some of you might be saying, Raven, I never played that one. Well, that's fine. There should be others. What you want is you want a flaming kind of design. So another good one would be Wistful Abude 2, which you get from the Raining Inferno bundle if you played that. If you did not play that, there's one more that should work that you should have access to. Let's see. You could use the Cycle of Waves, which gives off a flame look. Let's see. I know it's down here. Give me just a second. I'll find it. Oh, if you played the Dead by Daylight event, you could always go with the Daylight's End, which gives a blood splatter effect, which works just as well. Here it is. The Heavenly Mirage. You can do Heavenly Mirage 3, which I think works very, very well. But the idea is you want a flame look. If you Shriveling Mirage 1, that one actually looks pretty good too. So yeah, any of those would work pretty well. So try to get those if you can. For material, we want the Black Iron. Now, you can probably go Tar too. Tar looks just fine. So if you want to use Tar instead, use that. But Black Iron is what I use. So I would go Black Iron. And then finally, the big question, the color. What color scheme are we using? Layla Hassan from the For the Creed event mask outfit. That's right, you want the For the Creed event mask outfit color scheme for this. Surprise, surprise. So, at the end of the day, what you're going to need are, you're definitely going to need from the Illustrious outfit set, you need the, you need the Raining Inferno mask outfit, and for the color scheme, you're going to need the For the Creed event mask outfit. Okay? Okay? Should be pretty simple. All right. So with that out of the way, let's hop on over to the other side and take a look at the feats. So for the feats, for some reason it reset everything back to default. There was this glitch that happened in the game where it reset everything back to default, so we're going to have to fix it. For the first feat, I use Conqueror. When you're doing Conquer, I feel like, capturing zones a lot quicker. She is a queen, and queens are conquerors, so there you go. For the second feat, I use either Juggernaut or Shield Basher. Shield Basher definitely if you want to be more aggressive, and Juggernaut if you want to be more defensive, but either one would work. For the third one, I use Pugno Mortis because it is a much more aggressive feat to have, and it works very well in tight situations, and it kind of fits with the demonic idea that you're just carrying around death with you. And then finally, for the fourth feat, I use Uninterruptible or Catapult. Either one, but I stick with Uninterruptible because I don't like to be interrupted, and no demoness wants to be interrupted either. For executions, I use Rowdy Sentence, Ferosferio, Head in the Clouds, and Spine Twister. Those I feel like are very good, very powerful, very devastating executions that I think really fit well with her more dark demonic side. For emotes, Psyched and Horkos Trophy Head are what I use. Honestly, Psyched you could trade out with just about anything, but Horkos Trophy Head I think is very important because it fits with that very dominating demonic style. Then for combat, Wrap Around, and Chain On, I really didn't go crazy on the combat ones. Signature, I could use Allegiance to Ashfeld because, part of her is alleged to Ashfeld. But frankly, you could use Rough Accolade and get the same thing. You could also use Dark Specters because, if you want to go with the idea that she's possessed by a demon, then that would work just as well. But I also use Allegiance to Ashfeld because, on some degree, Tartarus is an Ashfeldian kingdom that was lost. So you could argue that she is fighting for Ashfeld, or you could argue that she's fighting for herself. But any of those would work. And then finally for the effects, now I don't really use many with her, but honestly if you wanted to use any, you could use Soaring Wyvern, which uses this dragon-like dark wing effect, which gives off that demonic aspect. You could use Bursting Flame, which again gives off this demonic dark fiery aspect. And Raining Inferno is a good one. Hell's Gate is a good one. Any that give off this fire look, which is what you really want to get. You want the fire look. But the one that a lot of people would probably use for this, since they went to all the money of getting the mask outfit, is Vulcan's Indignation, which is just fine too. Vulcan's Indignation would work just fine. But that would be those would be the executions that I would use. Soaring Wyvern would probably be the favorite, though, just to give off that demonic edge. And that is how you build Reina, the Queen of Tartarus. What do you guys think? Do you like her? Do you like her build? Will you be building her yourself? Let me know down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And as always, I will see you in my next video. Take care.